people are becoming aware in the global north also that the destruction of the environment in the global south, right, that's, not end there. Because, the climate is one and the same. The air we all breathe is one and the same, right? The planet is indivisible.
We also want to live in peace. We also want to thrive. And we can only do it if we stop the fossil fuels and transit to renewable energies. Stop the fossil fuels.
Hola, mi nombre es Fernanda Herrera, soy de Mendoza, Argentina, y estoy imputada y tengo un proceso judicial, una causa judicial por haber participado en una marcha contra el fracking. Y quiero hacer llegar este mensaje para que nos escuchen, para que nos ayuden.
Óscar Zampayo, vivo en la región del Magdalena Medio en Colombia. El pasado 3 de noviembre fuimos amenazados por un grupo denominado las Águilas Negras y nos combinan a abandonar el territorio y evitar una muerte o un asesinato.
We have to transit to renewable energies. It's not an option. It is a matter of survival. We are currently witnessing the destruction of the Kavango Basin, where the Okavango Delta is situated. Recon Africa, a Canadian-US company, is starting this December to drill. How is it possible that these companies have rights to World Heritage sites? Don't we have rights to our water?
It is an obligation for all who care about human life to act in solidarity with those who are being, whose lives are being destroyed, whose environment is destroyed. They have absolutely no regard for human life. And people who stand in their way are arrested, brutalized, and even murdered. And that is why, yes, it is genocide. It is ecocide, because it's not just killing human beings, it is now killing everything. And now we are at the historical juncture where if this continues, we will lose the entire planet.
I've lived basically on this property in this area for over 50 years. And until this plant and compressor stations were put back there, it was a nice quiet area to live.
My brother-in-law lived right in that house down there. Never smoked, never drank. 3 years ago, he died of lung cancer and liver cancer. Now, in November, I was diagnosed with throat cancer.
August 7th of 2016. He was a healthy young teenage boy playing basketball and woke up in the middle of the night on Thanksgiving break with excruciating pain and numbness in his legs. They diagnosed him with Ewing sarcoma, so a rare form of cancer. It was in his lower spine, and they said they had to do emergency surgery to remove it because that was the only thing that would take away his pain. So within the next day or so, they did the surgery, and he was released. But we knew we had a long road ahead of us. He was going to have chemotherapy and radiation. And his treatments, he was treated on and off through Children's Hospital, Cleveland Clinic, and MD Anderson Hospital in Houston, Texas, where he also had a limb salvage surgery. They removed part of his hip and femur.
I was a cheerleader for him until 2012 when I put my son into the bathtub and he came out with bleeding sores seeping on his body. I counted the wells with a map that Chevron or the DEP provided me, and there was 32 wells within a square mile of me, conventional and non-conventional wells. The closest pad to me is directly to your right-hand side there, which is about 150 yards.
I am wondering, I just went for a cancer checkup, and there is something showing on my lungs. And I know one time when I was sleeping, it was an awful odor coming in to my house, and it woke me up. It was so bad. You don't know. It's like other people, they say their animals got sick and so on. Well, I don't have animals, so I don't know whether I'm the guinea pig or not.
Then whenever Luke was diagnosed, I met a mom at Children's Hospital who had lost her son to Ewing sarcoma, who lived a mile or so up the road. So there were three of us now, Curtis, Kyle, and Luke. So it wasn't really until Luke's friend and classmate from Cannon-McMillan High School was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma that I thought something is very wrong here with this picture, because we're all in this close-knit community, and it's supposedly such a rare cancer. So what the heck is going on? But also in the bigger area where you have Washington County, Greene, Fayette, there are 28 cases of Ewing sarcoma. To me, that's not rare. I'm sorry, I don't agree with their analogy of throw a handful of pennies up and some are going to cluster together. The more that I've come to learn about fracking and the process, I kind of just have to believe that there's something, it's related to that somehow, some way. I mean, you figure, and I'm learning that, you know, what is in the shale is radioactive material, and we're taking it out of there and we're bringing it up to where we are. It's in our water, it's in our soil, it's in the air we breathe. So I'm just having a hard time believing that it's not because of fracking that I lost my son.
That nobody seeks to gain from an injustice to any one of us. That an injury to one is an injury to us all. In the same way, a victory won anywhere in the earth, on the earth should be claimed as a victory that strengthens all of us.